this story, this issue, has been going on for a long time. It's been a huge matter of political discussion in the last few days. You knew you were coming on to do this interview this morning, and you've told us you don't know whether or not he paid a penalty. You don't know whether he sorted out his tax affairs while he was the Chancellor, when he was actually the taxman's boss, which I think many people would think is a blatant conflict of interest. And you don't know whether he discussed it with the Prime Minister. Can I ask you, is that because you don't want to know, because it's uncomfortable to talk about this, or if it's because Nadhim Zahawi is keeping this to himself? Because our viewers might wonder, how on earth are you here talking for the government about this morning when you don't have answers to what are really straightforward questions?
Well, because, Laura, I spent the whole of last week in the United States of America and in Canada, having on Monday just made a statement about the execution of a British dual national by the brutal Iranian regime. I arrived back in the UK early on Friday morning on an overnight flight, before then going on to engage with my constituents through Friday, and having a bit of a rest and doing some shopping on Saturday. So my week has been focused on the UK support for the people of Ukraine, the UK support for British nationals overseas, and trying to ensure that I deliver on my function, which is to be the face and voice of the UK
that being
overseas.
Foreign Secretary is a very busy job, and those are all important issues that you've raised there, apart from maybe doing your shopping. But I'm sure your family was glad that you managed to squeeze that in. But this has been a serious matter of political conversation and debate in the last few days. Don't you think the public has a right, actually, to these answers? It's about a senior minister in the government getting in a mess over millions of pounds to the taxman. It's not some random, obscure issue.
No. And as I said, I recognise that we have an enhanced duty of transparency when we are in elected office, and that is right, and that is proper,